Hey, lady! You're trying to kill me! Did you see that? This metal rod almost impaled me.
Let it go, nothing happened.
Can you please give us a word of warning before you start dropping heavy objects from up there? I mean, it was a close one this time.
Mind your heads down there. It's about to rain potatoes. Nice view, hmm? You can see for miles from up here.
Aye.
Do you mind if I sit down with you?
Do sure. We'll get a wet bum.
It doesn't matter. I'm soaked through already. Tell me a story, George.
You don't want to hear it?
Yes, I do. Tell me about your life here. What was it like?
Well, I've had a very good life on this farm, but it took me a while to realise that. When I was young, I wanted to go out there and see the America that I knew from the movies. See the Wild West for myself. But I never did. It used to be my father's farm, and when he passed away, he left it to me. He was an angry man, always shouted at people. Anyway, I was convinced I'd follow in his footsteps and live a mediocre life I never wanted. Until something happened. It was the 4th of September, 2 years after Dad had passed away. I was on my tractor, heading up the hill to mend the fence, when I heard a crash. I stopped suddenly. I got off, and I saw this bicycle, all crumpled up, sticking out right from under the tractor's front wheel. And I saw a lady's foot. I had no idea at the time that 6 months later I would marry that foot and its owner, and that it would be the love of my life. Penny was her name. She was a new vet in town, and the most gorgeous woman I'd ever laid eyes on. I picked her up in my arms, my heart racing, ready to rush her into hospital. But she just smiled and said, "Are you George Taylor? Or you have a sheep that's poorly?" Would you believe she was more concerned about the sheep than herself? Bless her. She really loved animals more than anything. Luckily, she wasn't nearly as damaged as her bicycle. Just a couple of scratches and a sprained ankle, which was quite extraordinary, considering she'd been hit by a bloody tractor. I waited for her, with a bouquet of flowers in my right hand, and a box of chocolates in my left, right outside the hospital. We both knew that this was meant to be. My lovely darling Penny. I tell you, she turned my life upside down. The farm that I despised so much finally became a home. All of a sudden I couldn't care less about Wild West and the cowboys. Penny opened a veterinary clinic here. Then Sarah was born and we started a family. Life was good. But good lives don't last forever. They're always followed by the dark times. There was an accident one day. We had a lot more horses here back then. There was this one bad stallion, Derek he was called, nasty old thing. I had jumped and kicked Penny suddenly while she were giving it injections, and she just flew and hit her head on the wall. She didn't die straight away. I was in the hospital with her for 3 days, watching the life in her slowly drain away. She was only 42. That's too young to go. Too young. But hey, look at me rambling on. I didn't mean to bore you with my old man's stories. See you back at the house, dear. That's a nice cup of tea.
It'll warm you up, George. You'll be all right.
Of course he'll be all right. He's a tough bloke. He wrestled bears and punched wolves back in his days. Isn't that right, George? Oh, I don't know about the bears, Kieran.
Where's Father Rob?
He said he was going to look around.
Yeah? I bet he's snooping again. You look like trouble, and so does your mate, the priest.
He ain't my mate. I hate him. But if we're gonna judge people by their looks, then you look to me like someone who likes to play with the razors, cutie face. Yes, I noticed those scars, and I know what they are.
Do you?
I may not look it, but I'm not stupid. Listen, I know you have your own shit to deal with, but that's fine. I don't care. Let's just be friends. for George's sake.
Fair enough. I'm not looking for enemies.
I tell you what, I'll cook dinner for everyone first, and then we'll shoot some bottles. How about that?
Oh, so you can cook too?
Hell yeah, I can. I make a smashing roast lamb with Brussels sprouts and mint sauce and all. George loves it, but there's no oven in my caravan, so I'd have to cook here.
I don't know, Kieran.
I think we could all use a proper meal after a morning like this. But I'm gonna need some cooking wine. I doubt there's any here. George has always been a sherry kind of guy. Someone say sherry? There's a bottle of red in my caravan. Could you get it for me, please?
Why can't you get it yourself?
A dinner like this is a lot of work. I'll never make it on time if I don't get started on the vegetables straight away. Plus, the old leg's hurting, like a son of a bitch. And you'll be walking that way anyway. Joyce always does, this time of day.
To do what?
To feed Richard some carrots.
Richard?
The horse. He lives in the box just outside the big barn.
I'll go then. Anything else I should do while I'm there? Milk the cows? Harvest the crops?
No. Just get the wine and give Richard some carrots so he can love you forever.
Okay, but you better watch George while I'm gone.
I won't let him out of my sight, nurse.
What are you even doing here? Are you deaf? That man's gonna turn you into dinner. Run!
Oh, we're not eating, Midge. There's
Oh, right. Then, I guess you can relax, Midge. Just don't look in the freezer.